India is all set to become the world's youngest country by the year 2020. It's a daunting task to ensure gainful employment and decent livelihoods for youth in urban and rural areas. It's imperative to train the youth in skills that get them jobs or help them in self-employment. Leather industry has been one of the key sectors in generating employment, with women and youth forming a major part of the workforce. Indian leather industry is highly export-oriented, being the second largest producer of footwear and leather goods in the world. The Council for Leather Exports, CLE, works closely with the Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion, DIPP, to plan and execute strategies for the success of Make in India program. Skill deficit is one of the major hurdles affecting the growth of the industry. There is a severe shortage of skilled human resources, particularly at the shop floor level, to meet the industry demands with higher productivity, quality, and competitiveness.
Per capita, per worker is about 4 pairs of shoes in India. The same thing in China is about 10 pairs per worker. How did they achieve it? It is by skilling the workers. The workers are all been skilled. They trained well what to do and what to not do.
It's a globalized world, very competitive, and there is no scope for non-productive factories. So the skill level that we impart must be highly productive and at the same time maintaining quality. And this to an unskilled worker from a rural background presents both an opportunity and a challenge.
The Government of India has given utmost importance to Skilling India by setting up the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, MSDE. Honorable Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi has emphasized on Skill India mission as critical for the success of Make in India program.
अपने 5 बाहुबल के द्वारा, अपने उंगलियों के हुनर के द्वारा, अपने कौशल्य के द्वारा विश्व का हृदय जीत सके, ऐसे नौजवानों का सामर्थ्य हम तैयार करना चाहते हैं.
Leather Sector Skill Council, LSSC, was formed to address the challenges of skill development in the leather sector. There are huge skill gaps in the leather products, goods and garment sector, as well as ancillary industries such as tanneries.
Window of opportunity before the country, in the sense that there is a lot of business that wants to move out of China and other countries into India. And India, they're looking at India as a source of manufacturer, which ties in with the Prime Minister's Make in India program. We could really look at employing 1 million or more in the next 5 years. The challenge before us is we are taking people from the most economically weaker section, from the rural areas, and training them into a factory atmosphere.
Partnering with NSDC, MSDE and CLE, Leather Sector Skill Council coordinates for industry-specific curriculum, certification and placement. LSSC collaborates with government bodies, educational institutions, training partners and assessment agencies to plan and execute skill development programs under various schemes. Recognition of prior learning, RPL, is being used effectively to develop skills that bridge the gap between formal and informal workforce.
Leather sector employs more of semi-skilled and unskilled workers in the tanneries and their products. There is a huge necessity of identifying these unskilled laborers who has been already employed in the sector. These people needs to be recognized, and recognition of peer learning, which has been rolled out by the Ministry of Skill Development. So these people can be identified, their skill gaps can be analyzed, and a proper upgradation training can be given and a certification program can be given so that already existing workforce can be properly used.
ஓரளவுக்கு நான் கற்றுக்கலாம்ல, எல்லாம் தைக்கும் போது தச்சு கற்றுக்கிட்டேன். அப்போது ஓரளவுக்கு எனக்கு தைக்க விடுவாங்க, சின்ன சின்ன ஸ்டிச்சு அந்த மாதிரி தைக்க விடுவாங்க. ஆனால் இப்போ இந்த அசஸ்மெண்ட்டுக்கு அப்புறம் நான் நிறைய லாக் தைக்கிற அளவுக்கு எனக்கு இம்ப்ரூவ்மெண்ட் ஆகிருக்குது. இப்போ நானே இன்னொரு பொண்ணுக்கு கற்று தர அளவுக்கு நான் டெவலப் ஆகிருக்கிறேன். ஸோ எனக்கும் பிடிச்சிருக்குது, எல்லாருக்கும் நல்ல யூஸ் தான், என் கூட இருக்கிற எல்லாருக்கும் நல்ல யூஸாக இருக்குது.
Training programs from LSSC close many entry-level skill gaps that include machine handling, troubleshooting, quality control, supervision, and communication skills. Practical training is offered through standardized curriculum for roles such as operators, cutters, stitchers, skivers, and finishers. LSSC has also developed qualification packs and national occupational standards for more than 50 trades.
We have a detailed set of national operating standards in every skill area, curriculum, qualification packs, certification procedures, so that we could benchmark ourselves with the best quality and the best productivity workers in the world and get the Indian workers up to that level.
LSSC has taken up major steps to increase awareness about the jobs in leather industry through various training programs, particularly in footwear and product sectors. This has helped in enhancing the aspirational value of training by enabling livelihoods for thousands in urban and rural areas.
அது வந்து 1 month ட்ரைனிங் இது. அதில் கலந்துக்கிட்டதுனால என்ன ஆகுதுன்னா எங்களுக்கு ஃப்ரீ அசம்பிளின்ற கிளாஸ் எடுத்துகிட்டு இருக்காங்க. அதில் ஸ்கைவிங், ஃபோல்டிங், அட்டாச்சிங், அப்புறம் மிஷினில் ஸ்டிச்சிங் பண்ணுற கண்ட்ரோல் இதெல்லாமே சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. இது முடிச்சதுக்கு அப்புறமா எங்களுக்கு சர்டிஃபிகேட் எக்ஸாம் வைப்பாங்க. அந்த எக்ஸாமில் பாஸ் பண்ணோம்னா சர்டிஃபிகேட் கிடைக்கும். அந்த சர்டிஃபிகேட் வச்சுட்டு கம்பெனிக்கு நம்ம போகலாம். நம்மளோட வீட்டில் சும்மா இருக்கிறதுக்கு பதிலாக கம்பெனிக்கு போயிட்டு நம்மளோட இன்கம் கிடச்சதுன்னா நம்ம ஃபேமிலிக்கு நல்ல சப்போர்ட் கிடைக்கும். நம்மளுக்கும் ஒரு தைரியம் இருக்கும், வேலைக்கு போயிட்டு நம்ம சம்பாத்தியம் இருக்குது அப்படின்ற மாதிரி. இந்த கலந்துக்கிட்டதுனால LSSக்கு ரொம்ப ரொம்ப நன்றி.
There is special emphasis to increase the number of women workforce to 50%.
We are encouraging through the council, through LSS, that more women should be taken. And our goal is to see that we should get an average of 50% of our workforce in the product sector and footwear and product sector to 50% level women should be employed. That is our target.
The positive impact of LSSC is being realized across the domestic and international leather industry.
Because of our exports markets and the domestic market which has been identified, the sector as such is around $15 billion and exports figure around $6 billion. So exports has been an important thrust. So it needs an international standards in the labor orientations.
With a remarkable increase in the number of trained workforce, successful placements, and several new leather clusters, LSSC is all set to embark on the next phase of the journey, putting the best foot forward.